Hey there, Coach Devin here. It is Sunday. I am repping my Bears. They actually have a shot at the playoffs still. They could make it. It's possible. Unlikely, I know, but possible. Those things do, surprising things sometimes do happen in the NFL. And I'm asking a question, or answering a question, I guess. People are saying to me, Devin, how do you feel about going back to work tomorrow morning, which is December 21st? How do you feel about it? How do you feel about the new regulations? All those things. That's what we're talking about today. Before we get going, please click the like and subscribe down below. And please share this with your friends. I mean, the whole reason I do this channel is to help teach people some things about fitness, share ideas and thoughts I have about fitness. This is what this is. It's fitness, and I love everything about fitness. My goal here is to help people. So please share this with your friends, like and subscribe. All right. We reopen tomorrow morning, December 21st. It is pretty exciting. And I got to tell you, the reason it's exciting is, imagine, you have your job and then suddenly you can't do it anymore. Not allowed to, can't do it. It's done. You can't do your job anymore. Go home and sit in your butt. It sucks. I'll be honest, it's very, very frustrating. And you know what? I hate everything about being home, shut down. That's not really my thing. I like everything about fitness. I like to help my clients. My clients have become like family. Our clients and our members, they really are like family to us. We know them well. We know about, the positive things that happen to them, the negative things that happen. So I'm pretty pumped to get back to work. I gotta be honest. It's an exciting time. It's exciting to be able to get back to work. But the real question comes down to, what do I think about the restrictions out there on gyms? So there's a lot of new restrictions nowadays. I mean, you have to wear a mask if you're not exercising. And that's not necessarily new restriction, but we're getting a little more tight with it. All the people in a class can't face each other. Got to face in the same direction. You know what? We need more space in all classes. We have to have a box at least 9 by 9. We're not allowed to have floor fans. Things like this. What do I think about those things? Well, for me, I feel like I want to be open. I think fitness ties in very strongly to mental health for a lot of people, and for me too, because I'll tell you right now, I am happiest when I can exercise. I'm happiest when I can work with clients. I'm happiest when I get to give back and help people. And since that is important to me, that helps my mental health. Being able to see my clients and help my clients and, help people in general, answer fitness questions, see people progress, see people do better. That stuff makes me feel good inside. It just makes me feel like a better person. And so for me, that's the reason I do fitness in the first place. So super important for me to get back to work on the mental health side of things. What do I think about restrictions? Listen, I don't necessarily believe that lockdowns are warranted, maybe in Nova Scotia at this time. I think that, what the businesses should be open, but with restrictions. I'm all for restrictions. And you know what? I don't see anything wrong with any of the restrictions that are being put in place for gyms. I really don't. And the reason for that is they're pretty common sense. I mean, a 9 by 9 foot space in high intensity situations makes sense to me. If I'm breathing hard, and I'm breathing, there's spit, there whatever. Probably not spit, but you know what I mean. My air is going farther than when I'm breathing here talking to you. It just goes with it. It's common sense. And to increase from a 6 foot box to a 9 foot box makes sense. And you know what we did at 360 Fit? We didn't go to a 9 foot box. We went to a 12 by 12 foot box. Now, why is that? You know what? Because I think it's more important to go above and beyond. When we were first reopened at 360 Fit, they said 6 by 6 feet and we went 6 by 8 feet. Why? Because we wanted to be just a little bit more. I don't necessarily consider myself, the forefront of, leadership in the fitness industry. I think I have a little bit of a voice, but you know what I want to do, what's important to me is to do things for my clientele, to do the things that are going to help my clients feel better and ensure that they're safe. So if the government is saying to me, you need 9 feet, you know what? I have no problem with going to 12, because you know what? That extra 3 feet, maybe that helps somebody not get sick. The idea of these protocols in general really is if somebody walks into my facility and they have COVID, that no one else gets it. That's the goal. That's a win. If somebody walks in with COVID, no one else gets it in the entire facility, guess what? We just won. That's a win, right? That's how you do these things. So that's what's very important to me. So 9 feet, 100% makes sense. Floor fans. You know what? I get it. I don't want to be pouring sweat when I'm working out either. It sometimes feels hot. You want a fan blowing on you. But I also understand same thing goes on the floor fan side of things than does with me breathing heavy. That fan is blowing. It's moving air. If it's moving air in this direction and you're standing right across from me, well, guess what? You're more likely to get my air. So that's a precautionary thing that I think is very smart. You know what? Nothing wrong with it. And you know what? We're in January. We're almost in January. We're going to be in January soon. We're in December. It's cool in gyms. We keep it pretty cool, 360 fit. I wear, a t-shirt and a hoodie all day long. Why? It's cold. We tend to keep it cold. It's okay that it's cold. So you know what? I have no problem with the fans either. I think that makes sense. We're actually going above and beyond so that when you get hand sanitizer when you walk in the door, we ask you to use that hand sanitizer. We're also asking you to use hand sanitizer as soon as you start class. Why? We're doubling up. It can't hurt. A little hand sanitizer isn't going to kill you. And you know what? It is going to do more for you because for us, the idea is you've used hand sanitizer when you walk in. Use hand sanitizer right before you pick up anything in the gym. The only thing you touch while you're in class is the stuff that you pick up. So you've used hand sanitizer. Your hands are clean. You use your stuff. We then come, we spray everything down for you. We give you a wipe. You wipe everything down and put it back. Guess what? One person has touched it. What we're trying to do is just, cover all our bases, go above and beyond. To me, I think restrictions, that's okay. Being fewer people in the gym, that's not a bad thing. Spread out when we come. Let's be smart. And you know what? I think for me, I'm okay with restrictions. And I think gym owners really should embrace the restrictions. We should step into this and lean into this and say, look, we're going to try to lead by example. We're going to do more, extra. We're going to do the things that will help you feel comfortable, feel safe, make sure we don't spread things. And like I said, if somebody walks into a facility anywhere around and they don't catch COVID after someone's been in there with COVID, that's a win. That's our goal. Now, I have seen some gym owners who are trying to work angles. Well, this, and what if I did that? And, I get it. I get it. Some people don't like being told what to do. I would be one of those guys. There's a reason I work for myself is because I don't do well with people telling me what to do. But in this case, this is an unprecedented time. It really is. This is an unprecedented time because when was the last time there was a worldwide pandemic? Like 1918. It's been a long time. So if it's been over 100 years and we now have another pandemic, let's do the things that are necessary to help. I'm not getting into pandemic, whether or not I believe in vaccines or whatever. I would like the world to go back to normal at some point. And you know what? If my little tiny piece, and I mean it is tiny, it's like that big, but if my little tiny piece is following instructions, doing the best work I can do, and saying, look, I'm going to do everything I can to ensure that people are fit and safe in my facility, well, you know what? Doesn't hurt anything. Do I love wearing a mask? No, no one loves wearing a mask. There's nobody out there saying to you right now, boy, I'd like to wear a mask. Could I wear a mask a little longer? I'll wear my mask at home, wear it to bed at night. Nobody's saying that. Nobody likes a mask. But, you don't like a mask? That's okay. But you still got to wear one. And I have heard some gym owners that you got people saying, I'm not wearing a mask. I refuse to wear a mask coming in. You know what? I get it. But you know what? My attitude for those gym owners is this. And this is what I've said to them. Look, this is not my regulation. This is government regulation. So if you don't like it, every other gym is making you do it. So then don't exercise. Go home. It sucks. As a business owner, it sucks. You want to be able to serve people. You want to be able to make money. It's a very hard time to make money right now. But we have to do our part. Our industry has to do our part. We have to get good leadership. And in the Nova Scotia Fitness Association group that I am part of, I'm not on the board, but the interim board has been doing great work. You know what? Those guys have been working hard. And I say guys, I mean men and women are working very hard on this. Two of them, Santana Anderson and Jason Davis, they're busting their butts. I know both of them personally. They're both, they're both guys that care about this, and they know that this is a necessity, and we need to do the most we can do to make sure we're allowed to be open and help people stay fit. So I would say, you know what? I understand nobody likes restrictions, but you know what? If we do the restrictions, if we follow the protocols, we are much more likely to have a positive result, which means maybe fewer restrictions in the future. So do some now. Sometimes, you know what? We preach this stuff in fitness all the time. Short-term pain, eat better, lift weights for long-term gain, grow more muscle, get more fit. That's what we preach all day. If we're preaching that to somebody, we have to be able to do it in our own business. If you have comments, questions, things you want me to talk about, write them up down below. I'd love to hear from you. I make this, like I said, this channel because I believe strongly in fitness. I love everything about fitness. It's my passion. It's my baby. And I would love to hear from you guys. I always like when people write me this. The reason I did this one is because people ask me, what do you think of that? Those are my thoughts. Like I said, please subscribe, like this video, and share with your friends. Have an amazing day, everybody. Don't fight the awesome.